Welcome back, blade lovers. Got a magic show today. Kind of along the lines of what I'd call babes in blade land. You might be too young to remember a 1961 holiday Christmas movie by the name of Babes in Toyland. I'll have a little toy for you. You remember this guy? The Civivi Kyv by Ostap Hel. Hard to open. Tiny little Kiridashi knife. Oh my God. Drop in the pocket or clip it to your pocket. Kiridashi blade. Stone washed. This one in G10. Well, a lot of people like the design, but we're looking for something a bit larger. So, if we can open it, Ostap and Civivi got together again, and now we have the Kyv Plus. You can actually get all four fingers on the handle, and it is actually a liner lock with nested liners. Very similar clip. Seems to be pretty good tension on that. Flat-headed screws, surface-mounted clip, and it is transferable, switchable to the left side. So you can have right side tip-up carry, left side tip-up carry. This one I ordered comes in a G10 that's new to me, which is ivory. Okay, not white. Not tan, but ivory. Stonewash finish on this guy. And I believe it's a Nitro-V blade. Yes, it's Nitro-V. Supposedly pretty good steel that probably something akin to 9CR 18 MOV, I think. Or the steel that's being put out by Artisan AR 8 RPM 9. They're all kind of in that ballpark. Correct me if I'm wrong, but moving on, we've got jimping all the way out along the blade. So this is a nice cutter. We've got a tip that can be definitely placed on the work for detail cutting. We have a straight edge. I'm going to take the measurements in a moment. And everything about it is pretty handy. And now we got a decent sized knife. They are still what you call a front flipper. I mean, you don't really have the takeoff here to be able to flip it reliably with the thumb, but you have to reach way over and pull up with your index finger, and it works pretty well. Still, I think it's just a little kludgy. And it depends upon how quickly you want to open it. I mean, if you want to kind of go like that, you can do that. But, you know, now we've got a decent knife of about 2.5 inch blade. But, having said that, let's do some measurements. This will be easy to do because I can get it all in the frame. We've got 6 1/8. Call that like a 6.2 overall length, and we've got a what are we going to call this, 2.5 inch blade, I would say. Yeah, right on 2.5 inch. Cutting edge about the same, 2.5 inch. Still smaller than even a banter. We banter. Millimeters, pretty thin blade stock, 2.5 millimeters. Also in inches, 0.09 inches. Thickness of the handle, 0.44. Finally, the massive weight of this knife, right, is 2.13, call it 2.14 ounces. So yep, it's kind of a featherweight, as you would expect. But do we have, even if that small lightweight. Do we have any weight relieving? No. They didn't feel it was necessary because we've got nested liners fairly thin and we've got a small knife. Let's put it alongside the Kyv, original Kyv, for a moment. Zoom in and you can see that it's significantly larger than its younger brother. Look at that. No matter which side we put it on. And if we compare it with something like a Griptilian looks enormous, can't even get it in the frame. So these are small knives. These are knives you can drop in your pocket. I don't know if there's a provision to put it on a keychain. I don't think so, unless you looped it through the clip, but you might lose it. So I would say drop it in the pocket, clip it on the pocket, clip it to a pack, what have you. I'm not even going to bring the Rat 1 out. That would be ridiculous. Because we're dealing with small knives, other small knives that this is comparable to would be something like the MKM series, designed by, and the designer name escapes me, but maybe the Wee Banter, other such knives. Again, I was surprised I could actually get a full 4 fingers on it, which is kind of neat. As I said, nested liners, so they're hidden. You only can see the liner there where it engages the blade. Pretty easy to close. And again, once you get used to it, you can open it. It feels strange as though it's not going to open, but you just need to get over the top, get a good grip on the knife, and pop it out. I do like the color of that. It's got kind of a wave shading in it there too. Those kind of a variegated, it's probably where the fibers cross in the G10. It's got some grip to it. It's contoured up in this area here. It's interesting, contoured more here, kind of on an angle, tapers towards the pommel. There's your Civivi logo. Very minimal branding on the blade. It's right up in here. You barely see it. I think it says Ostap Hel design. Yep, tiny little letters, and Nitro-V, tiny little letters right in there. The Kiridashi, as you may or may not know, is a utility knife used often by carpenters in Japan. Probably one of the most prevalent knives in that area of the world. Usually comes as a fixed blade with a wooden sheath, so the handle is wood, the sheath is wood, and it looks like a stick before you open it. Pull it apart and you've got this style blade inside. So Ostap decided he was going to leverage that style of blade, and I think he did a pretty good job. While the original seems almost ridiculously small and is a double detent sort of non-locking blade, it's interesting because you've got to make a break there and there. Why they call it a double detent, I don't know, but there it is right there, and there it locks in there. Probably the double detent because it's locking in there and locking in there. Maybe that's where the weight relieving is. The G10 does show something on the inside, and I saw a similar pattern here. Yeah. I'm not really sure. They might have milled some grooves into the liner underneath. You got me. I haven't taken the scales off. As you know, I'm not a disassembly reviewer, although maybe I'll do that a little more in the future. Very time consuming to break knives down, put them back together on screen, and there's lots that can go wrong. So I leave that up to other people who do a good job, and encourage you to watch them. So there we have the two Kyv knives designed by Ostap Hel and produced by Civivi, better known as the Wee Knife Company. I wanted to just see what steel we've got going on the original Kyv. I don't know if they even listed it. Oh, nope, not finding it. But I did do a review on that knife, so it's either Nitro-V or it's 9CR18 MOV. I don't think it's 14C. But you can check that review, and all the details are there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. I'll be back with you soon.